Welcome, everybody. We have a great panel for you today. I'm Gideon Rose, the editor of Foreign Affairs. I think is about strategy and conflict.
There is a global conflict we need all to deal with, and of course at the same time we will deal with the other problems. As if the troubles Russia, on the one hand we are accepting the problems Russia is creating, on the one hand
Buenas tardes, señor ministro. As you well know, the FARC guerrillas were never...
And we had a discussion earlier, and my Lithuanian colleague asked a very important question. I think that the discussion that is going on right now about having Russia as part of the solution and finding answers together...
When they talk about security issues of the Asia-Pacific region, but we
In the year 2000, just 15 years ago, we were the economy number 7. We have to communicate to the world successes.
So I believe what's happening in the United States is we are now trying to rebuild up our strategic muscles and to rethink in terms of global competitions. And I believe the next 25 years we'll see.
Thanking our panel and thanking all of you.
This is the 7th meeting of the Halifax International Security Forum. I'm a member of the board of the Halifax Forum, and this is a meeting of democracies to talk about the security and the defense challenges that we all face, and it's why I think it was very important to have the defense minister from Georgia here. Georgia is a country that we view as a democracy, as a friend and ally. And so we're very pleased that she was here and meeting among many other defense ministers and other officials looking at threats around the world as well as local challenges that we all face. I think the panel that the minister was on was one of the highlights of the forum. She was direct in her comments, I think was very forceful, made a good impression. So I think having her voice here was critically important. Georgia, as you know, is a small country, but an important one. And I come from the United States, even though this is in Canada. And the United States has for many years viewed Georgia as a very important ally. So having the Georgian defense minister here, I think, was a very useful way of reminding people that we can't just focus on NATO allies, we can't just focus on countries that we deal with in the Middle East or Asia, but there are countries in a kind of gray zone right now that we have to be very mindful of and make sure that that gray zone doesn't lead to problems and concerns.
The Halifax International Security Forum is a very unique gathering of over 60 representatives of countries to talk about the most pressing international security issues. It's in an intimate forum, and we're able to tease out long-term trends, looking at the international strategic environment and seeing where challenges lie and where there can be convergence among democratic and value-oriented countries. How can we solve these challenges? It was extremely well received, and clearly there is a lot of discussion about the role of Russia in international security affairs, not just in its immediate neighborhood, but in Syria and elsewhere. And the defense minister gave a very strong remarks about the values that we share, defending those values, never forgetting that Russia's behavior in its immediate neighborhood is as important as its behavior in other regions such as the Middle East.
Halifax, this is the 7th Halifax International Security Forum. This is a forum whose mission is to promote and strengthen strategic cooperation among democracies. And that is, in fact, the only conference like this in the world. And so we have democracies, over 60 countries, but they're all democratic in nature. So the conversation is really constructive about how to enhance cooperation and work together about the common challenges that democracies face. Yes, we were very happy to have the minister here. She did a fantastic job. She was on the opening panel, which was great for us to have her right at the opening and talk about Georgia's priorities for increased security.
Halifax's კონფერენცია არის ერთ-ერთი მთავარი კონფერენცია უსაფრთხოების, საერთაშორისო უსაფრთხოებისა და სტაბილურობის საკითხებზე, რომელიც ყოველწლიურად თარდება. წლევანდელი განსაკუთრებით საინტერესო იყო იმ კუთხით, იმის გამო, რომ ეს კონფერენცია გაიმართა ძალიან სწრაფად აი ამ პარიზის ტერაქტების შემდეგ. და ძირითადად რა თქმა უნდა ფოკუსირებული იყო ამ ახალ გამოწვევებზე, ამ უსაფრთხოების ახალ გარემოზე, რომელსაც დღეს ამ გამოწვევებზე, რომლის წინაშეც დღეს ახლა თავისუფალი სამყარო დგას. და ამ კუთხით ძალიან საინტერესო იყო. საინტერესო იყო ასევე ის, როგორ აპირებს თავისუფალი სამყარო, გაიმართა დებატები იმის თაობაზე, როგორ აპირებს თავისუფალი სამყარო ამ გამოწვევებთან, უსაფრთხოების გამოწვევებთან გამკლავებას. მნიშვნელოვანი არის ის, რომ არა მხოლოდ ფოკუსი იყო არა მხოლოდ ეგრეთ წოდებულ ისლამურ სახელმწიფოზე და ისლამური სახელმწიფოსგან მომავალ საფრთხეებზე, არამედ იმ საფრთხეებზე, რომელიც ჩვენ რეგიონში არსებობს და მომდინარეობს რუსეთისგან. და ამ თემაზეც ძალიან საინტერესო დებატი გაიმართა.